This is the story of the Super Cop versus DP Audits, starring DP Audits and the Superpower Policeman, written and directed by Sir Gypsy.
It was supposed to be just another day for DP Audits, the scrappy YouTuber known for his gritty, handheld footage of protests, questionable parking jobs, and the occasional overly enthusiastic squirrel. With camera in hand and mic clipped to his hoodie, he was in the thick of a downtown protest. Chants flying, signs waving, and one guy who somehow managed to light his sandwich on fire. No one still knows how, as DP narrated with his usual sarcastic commentary. Now here we have Karen, with a megaphone, doing God's work, screaming into the void. A brief scuffle broke out behind him. Two protesters tangled like discount WWE extras, exchanged a few air punches, then suddenly stopped when someone yelled, "Hey, that's my kombucha!" The crowd calmed, like a YouTube comment section before the trolls arrive. But here's where things got spicy. "Where are the police?" DP muttered, spinning around. "They show up for expired library cards, but not this." And then, as if summoned by the spirit of irony itself, a lone policeman strolled onto the scene. He looked like a guy who hadn't smiled since 1993 and wore sunglasses so reflective they could blind a seagull mid-flight. DP Audits approached him. "Excuse me, officer," DP started. Camera pointed like a courtroom witness. "You gonna do something or just stand there like an unused gym membership?" The cop, clearly not in the mood for citizen journalism, muttered something DP swore sounded like, "Wind your neck in." "You what?" DP said, stepping forward. "You wind your neck in, mate. I'm an auditor, not a neck winder." With no warning, not even a cinematic zoom or dramatic soundtrack cue, the cop extended one palm and shoved DP with the kind of force usually reserved for Marvel villains or malfunctioning Teslas. The shove wasn't normal. It wasn't even mildly reasonable. It was transdimensional. DP went airborne like a ragdoll in a physics glitch. He flew backward across the pavement, arms flailing like inflatable tube men outside a tire shop, hitting the ground in what can only be described as a failed superhero landing. There was a crack, a crunch, and then rubble. Pavement cracked. A pigeon lost its balance. Somewhere, a hot dog fell from a cart in slow motion, but the momentum didn't stop. DP rolled and rolled, and then he phased through the pavement like a poorly rendered NPC in a video game. 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, 3. He tumbled past a steampunk world filled with sentient toasters, then a cosmic hallway of angry librarians, through a SpongeBob-themed dystopia, and finally, after what felt like 2 tax seasons and a halftime commercial break, he crash-landed face first, back in front of the policeman. Groaning, DP opened one eye. "What the f—" He looked around. The sky was purple. A duck wearing a suit offered him a business card. He stared into the camera, still clutched in his trembling hand. "Well," he said, voice hoarse. "That escalated." The rude cop shrugged, muttered, "Bloody auditors," and went back to ignoring everything.
They say that pain makes us strong, but in my case, it turned me into a heartless monster.